You're wrong. And to take it personal, cause the devil is a lie. Hey. I'm telling you the truth. Hey. It's all in what you do. Hey. Some things you gotta do. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget, we going live on this shit tonight, 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Don't forget to join the Patreon, man. We out and vibing, and we rocking and rolling. And feel free to follow me on Instagram. That's the link right there at Silent Heroes, man. That's the best way to get a hold of me. Let's jump into this shit, man. We know it's been wide apparent, BoMac, and we're gonna use the word punk since it's social media and shit. And you know, I mean, people like to say, "Oh, barbershop conversations got punked," and yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I don't care. Make a new video on it and help my brand get bigger. To all my haters. Anyways, man, I'll say this. Andre Ward's most famous quote in 2019. Everybody knows 2018, 2019. What is Andre Ward's most famous quote? Besides the Deontay Wilder quote, you know what his second most favorite quote is? Keep that same energy. He told me, I believe in that interview, keep that same energy. And I kept the same energy. I went up to him and asked him the question on what I disagreed with, and he disagreed with me. I haven't watched that interview. It's been 2 years. I haven't watched that interview, and I refuse to watch that interview. But the point I'm making, what you want, Link? Okay. And you need help? I'll help you. Close the door behind you, okay? All right, love you. Get out. Get out. Close the door. All right, love y'all. All right, and the point I'm making is this. BoMac took my phone and punked me. I'm wearing Earl Spence draws, and I respect them for that. I like knowing where my enemies stand. I don't like snakes in the grass. You know what I mean? I like when BoMac says, because I grew up around that type of energy. Don't get me wrong. I'm a cornball. I'm not no thug or nothing like that. I ain't running these streets or nothing like that. No. I'm definitely not doing that. But what I'm saying is this. I grew up around that type of energy, so I can handle a grown man not loving me or not loving me. I don't have to be like, oh, I'm sorry, can I please get this interview? Nah, fuck that shit. I'm a man. Like I said, when I lived in a single bedroom apartment, I felt like a man when I unlocked the door. But now I got a big ass mansion. I still feel like a man when I unlock this door. Now I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be fair, and I'm gonna be straight to the point. BoMac punked me, man, in front of the world. Took my phone, told Jamel Herring, don't be doing no interviews with him. He ain't shit. He don't fuck with us. That's cool. I can deal. I'm comfortable in that space. Me and Terrence Crawford, we didn't, I don't know if we had a room on the same floor, but I stayed at the MGM and we have to come down the same elevator. He saw me. He said to my face, I don't fuck with you. And I can live with that. Like Andre Ward said, keep the same energy. He kept the same energy with me. You know what I mean? Tank Davis went after him on social media. What Terrence Crawford do? Go right back at him with even more energy. But now Gary Russell says something. Now he's quiet. Now y'all gonna say, Fred, you're doing. I'm just speaking as if BoMac was right in front of me. I'm speaking as if Terrence Crawford was right in front of me. It's no disrespect. Everybody know. See, I'm telling you, man. It's funny how, and I'm gonna say this. It's funny how fighters are gladiators in the ring, but the most emotional outside the ring. You get mad because a man don't pick you and you want to. Nigga, that's how you make your most money, when niggas don't pick you, nigga. Niggas, ask for it, man. You know what I mean? Why you think black fighters wear Cinco de Mayo colors when they walk into the ring? That's for they haters. It's like a slap in the face to they haters. You know what I mean? I'm just calling it a spade. Calling it a buck. But I'll say this, man. Just keep the same energy, man. Bud Crawford, respond to him like you see me in person. I know. And I'm by no means am I saying I can kick Bud Crawford's ass, because I can't. All right. He's an all-state wrestler and a quote-unquote pound-for-pound best fighter in the world, which I don't believe. But the rest of the boxing world believes he's a pound-for-pound. And he will kick my ass, right? Point taken, duly noted. I'm not challenging this nigga to a fight. By no means, man. I gotta you know what I mean? No. But what Terrence Crawford and BoMac is going to respect from me is that even though you can kick my ass, which isn't the worst thing that's ever happened to me, You know what I mean? Losing my grandfather was the worst thing that probably ever happened to me in my life. You know what I mean? And I don't think I can ever have a pain that deep in me. You understand what I'm saying? Or the fact that I never had a relationship with my father. You know, I transitioned that negativity into positivity in my son Lincoln, who just walked by. You know what I mean? And but the point I'm making is you got to keep that same energy, dog. Gary Russell's 126 pounder. Tank Davis is 135 pounder, and I am 100. Fight week, I'm probably 165. If I eat a little bit more, I may go up to like 172 and shit. So I'm probably 172 when you see me. You know what I mean? And just call a spade a spade. You know, I'm not a challenge to you. I don't fight. All I do is promote. All I do is tell the truth on my channel. And niggas get mad when I tell the truth. Andre Ward told me to keep the same energy, dog. He told me keep the same energy. I keep the same energy. That's why Andre Ward blocked me on social media. You know what I mean? Timothy Bradley will tell you I keep the same energy. Whatever I say on the mic is what I'll say in person. If you punch me, I can't control how you respond to me. And I've accepted that. All right. Now people gonna say, oh, you challenging Fred. Nah, BoMac punked me. BoMac punked me. He took my phone. He said I had Earl Spence draws on, and I accepted it. I can't whoop BoMac's ass. So I just accept it. I don't want to fight these niggas. I'm just gonna tell the truth. Niggas want to fight me because I tell the truth, but won't fight the nigga where you can make millions. Talk to that nigga. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. And I know Bud Crawford fans gonna come after me, and I'm gonna get a few DMs, and I'm gonna get a few anonymous emails and shit. I already know. Y'all already did that to me. All right, y'all already did that to me. And fight Gary Russell. Catch weight him. I don't know if Terrence Crawford's body can go back down to 140. Go back down to 140. You're going to be 160 fight night, 163 fight night. You know what I mean? Make it pop. You know what I mean? That's an interesting fight. It's a very compelling fight. If y'all motherfuckers going to celebrate, Mikey Garcia, who I told y'all will not win a round against Earl Spence. I told you from the moment that fight was signed, and I knew that fight was done June before the March 13th date. I told y'all niggas when I left Texas, for the Ocampo fight, I told you Mikey Garcia is fighting Earl Spence, and I tried to help Team Crawford get that fight date, but they wouldn't listen to me. Fred don't know what the fuck he's talking about, and now he's railroaded and is gonna have to take a pay cut, which is common, but don't have an opponent to put an exclamation point on his legacy. You understand what I'm saying? I think Danny Garcia got a better resume at 140. I'm just call it a buck. You know what I mean? He got those he done paid the sanctioning fees to get those belts, but I think shit. I don't see no one better than Maidana. I don't see no one better than Amir Khan at his 140 resume. I'm just calling it a buck. You know what I mean? And that's going to forever haunt Bud Crawford. Is he going into the Hall of Fame? Absolutely. Will he have the respect of his contemporaries? No. I genuinely believe 10 years after he retired, Terrence Crawford is just going to just be a great fighter that goes to fights. You understand? People, not as many people gonna stop him and ask him for pictures, and you want that. I remember the same time I saw Terrence Crawford in that same aisleway, Thomas Hitman Hearns was walking. He couldn't even walk 10 feet. You want that. You want to be remembered like that, man. Thomas Hitman Hearns, the three rounds of hell. I'll never forget every second of that fight. I'll never forget it. You know, Jerry Curl and all. You know what I'm saying? What's up about Detroit players, man, with them fedoras and them Jerry Curls, man? Shout out to Detail, man. Hey, I got two condos in Detroit I've never even seen, man. You know what I mean? I bought them in 2000 and shit. Now they 3 times their value. So I'm just telling y'all, man, invest in Detroit. If y'all got a chance, invest in Detroit. Invest in Detroit. That's where the money's at. You know what I mean? Detroit, I haven't got to Baltimore yet, but Detroit, my business partner is born and raised in Detroit, so he helped me out with that deal. But I'll say this, man. But you on the clock, dog. I'm just and you can say you're not, you can say you is, you can say whatever you want, but just from real pure boxing fans, I mean, you can respond how you want. But you responded to Tank Davis with guns and everything. You know what I mean? You took it to the streets with Tank Davis real quick. Anyways, man, I'm just having fun with this shit, man. BoMac probably gonna come in my house and probably steal my motherfucking MacBook from BoMac gonna steal my MacBook. Anyways, man, I've just called a spade a spade. I was gonna find the clip of Andre Ward, but I ain't gonna lie, I ain't I didn't feel like Google that nigga because I just didn't want to. But I remember Andre Ward told me keep that same energy. Everybody, Andre Ward, you might have to call, you might have to holler at Bud Crawford and say keep the same energy. Timothy Bradley will tell you I keep the same energy. You know what I mean? And 100, Timothy Bradley kept the same energy with me. Y'all niggas see when black men disagree, they always want to fight and shit. Always want to, oh, you want to put your hands up and fight. If you disagree, settle the disagreement with your intellect. You know what I mean? That's the wisest thing. You guys need help? Go watch. Go watch. They have fundamental dispositions, opposing dispositions. Okay. Malcolm X versus James Baldwin, who coincidentally, who's buried in the Ferncliff Cemetery in Ferncliff, New York. How ironic. This has such irony in it. It has like, someone should do a documentary on them because they're buried in the same cemetery. You guys know I go visit Malcolm X every year, you know, so that's why we got to have some fights in New York so I can do it in both ways, but I'm gonna have to just take a trip with my son. But anyways, man, as I say this, I have yet to go visit James Baldwin's grave, but I spend about an hour a year with Malcolm X, just telling him thank you for everything that he's done and whatever. You guys know the whole thing that when I go to New York and shit, and you got, and boxing fans, you always welcome to come with me. That's my Mecca. That's my pilgrimage to Mecca, right? And James Baldwin was a gay, kind of liberal black man, right? Malcolm X was a quote unquote militant, stand firm, protect yourself by any means necessary black man. That is one of the greatest conversations in American history. If we're going to say American history, go Google it today. James Baldwin and Malcolm X. You're going to learn a lot how people with opposing views can come to a consensus. You know what I mean? Because far too many, and I know I'm raising the frequencies of this conversation, but far too many times niggas want to fight, go to jail, get bailed out, get shot, go to the hospital, go die. And now your 3 kids don't have a father and shit, and now you got an enemy for life, and then his boys come back and they fight and this and that. And I get all that shit, man. That shit's for the birds, man. Black Lives Matter in its totality, man. All I'm doing is, you know what I mean? But I already know what it is, man. So anyways, man, that's all. BoMac, you'll be 100-1 favorite on me, and Terrence Crawford, you'll be a 200-1 favorite on me. I'm not challenging y'all niggas as a fight. I'm just telling y'all keep the same energy as you did with me, as you did with Tank Davis, and now Gary Russell. That's all. Barbershop Conversations, man. Feel free, hit the subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.